Hello everybody, and we welcome you to N.E.W. Turmoil, live from Birmingham. These rabid N.E.W. fans are in for a treat tonight, and ladies and gentlemen, what a main event we have for you. And it's called Cole Albert Clemens against Alice Young, and if CAC wins that match, she will get a shot at the Women's Heavyweight Championship of the World. I am your host, Matt Bradley.
You want to try that one again?
Yes, we'll try that one again. I am your host, Matt Bradley. I'm a long-time broadcast part of the World Heavyweight Champion now in. Finally, what a night we have tonight, sir.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So many great matches, I don't even know where to begin looking at this card. Obviously we had an announcement at the beginning of the night. We've had two matches confirmed the type of matches we are actually going to see at Riot on Saturday.
Absolutely, yes. We have now confirmed for Riot on Saturday an IC match, a last man standing match between GBH and Jerry Buckley for the Intercontinental Championship. That could be brutal, of course. GBH, the master of the last man standing, and a Hell in a Cell win between yourself and Red for the N.E.W. World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, yeah, taking Red home after that steel cage match. He won it fair and square. It was brutal. He was bleeding, but the Hell in a Cell is a different story. I'm at home in that place. I always say that.
Well, two vicious matches confirmed for Riot, which promises to be a brutal pay-per-view. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick it off tonight with an important match in considering for the TV title. The Doctor and Franco from the crew are going to lock up tonight in the one-on-one. The winner will progress, I believe, to number 6 in the TV title rankings. So an important step up in both these young men's career. Tonight, both will want to gain some important traction. Franco in particular will want to gain some traction in singles action. Doctor will want any traction at all.
Well, of course, they are kind of out of the picture for the tag team tournament at the moment, losing quite early on, unfortunately. But yeah, the Doctor picking up a win against a questionably injured Alex Crom. I mean, he was in a brutal backstage fight before his match last night. The Doctor obviously picking up the pieces. The man that he is at every right to. I mean, it's an important stage in his career to try and climb this ladder. But now he meets Franco, one half of the crew who's been there before, I believe.
Absolutely, Franco, two-time tag team champion with the crew, a former IC champion and two-time TV champion. So he's been a two-time former television champion. Of course, the ranking system in N.E.W. makes it all that harder for all these pros who get a title shot. Franco, with all the credentials to suggest, he knows how to climb that mountain.
Well,
how did it go?
Go ahead.
No, sorry, yeah, it's Franco from the crew, and he's here with his tag team partner Yuri. This is quite unusual from the crew here. I mean, they generally would come out, I would assume, alone for a singles match.
Perhaps a mental advantage over the Doctor if Yuri doesn't get involved in this match. Just the question is, will be enough to throw the Doctor off here, perhaps? Well,
Yuri and Franco, of course, are tag team and obviously friends. They travel together and spend a lot of time together. But I'm not quite sure if this is necessary today from the crew. Yuri, in my opinion, really has no right to be down here tonight. This is between Franco and the Doctor.
Well, yeah, you may be right there. Yuri's support of Franco unquestionable. Why he's down at the ring, you've got to question that.
Does this give Franco a man advantage in this match?
But hopefully, as I was about to say before we saw Yuri come with Franco, this should be an absolute clinic between these two great athletes here.
Coxley will pick this one off with a big elbow to the face of the giant, the Doctor. The Doctor 6'3", 364. Franco, big drop kick by Franco. 6'2", 4'8". So Doctor Highland weight advantage. big show of strength there by Franco.
That's it, Franco is no weakling, he can throw the biggest of them around in that ring.
Absolutely, 3-time All-American is Franco. Oh, inverted face buster. Nephew of Kurt Angle. Kick to the chops of the Doctor. And another DDT. Focusing on the head, the neck and the spine of the big man. And a corkscrew. Franco dictating the pace here. The Doctor in a lot of trouble here, Owen, early on in this match.
Definitely in a lot of trouble. Surprising.
God. You see
Lack
the
of
Doctor.
offense from the Doctor again. Perhaps the mind games at the beginning of this match have thrown him off kilter, and perhaps that was the only reason Yuri was down here.
Or maybe Yuri's presence may have been enough to throw the Doctor off his game, because it's been all Franco tonight. The Doctor's suplex.
The Doctor was with something but colliding now.
Doctor's trying to regain a little bit of traction here, and he could now. Oh no! Wait a minute. Yes.
Reverse powerbomb.
Face first in the mat. Goes Franco. I thought for a minute Franco would reverse that.
Yeah,
he does eventually. Capitalises that Russian leg sweep.
Yeah, caught a punch of the Doctor there. Wound the arm round. Russian leg sweep. Absolutely beautifully performed. I mean, again, these two, when they pull off a move, it is nigh on perfect every single time.
Absolutely, Franco there. This seamless transition. Oh, misses the kick though. Doctor needs to fight that. Pump handle. Overhead.
Oh my word, nearly threw Franco out of the ring.
One arm overhead throw by the Doctor, showing incredible power. Franco is a 248-pound man. He is not a cruiserweight, ladies and gentlemen.
I think he may have just got back into this one.
Yeah, but if he hadn't before that big guillotine, what would do it, I tell you that.
But Franco still fighting back, wrenching the arm around. Oh, no. Doctor using the other one this time.
Big shoulder as well from the Doctor. Power and speed.
Too close to those ropes for that camel clutch, so just worked on the back instead.
Well, the Doctor simultaneously demobilising his opponent, but Franco with those meticulous counters, but the Doctor this time with a counter of his own. Franco again.
Still too fast there.
Those lightning quick hands, crossbody. Franco, one of the quickest men in the business, it has to be said. At any rate, two.
Nice little back and forth flurry there from both men.
Absolutely, both these men really want a shot at that TV title, and this will move them into the top 6.
Yeah, but I don't think the Doctor's quite evened up things up here and now.
Franco holding on.
Looking for a trifecta of German suplexes.
Big bin and Berlin. And the trifecta of Germans do their job, and Franco is in control. Oh, I'm not sure this is smart.
No,
this is
wasting
not
a lot
smart.
of time there.
Not against a guy like the Doctor, you want to keep your eyes on him. It's 6'3", ladies and gentlemen. You're not turning your back on a 6'3" man. Russian leg sweep, that's a bit more like it.
Yuri's confidence is backed up in that ring, but it can get the better of him at times. I mean, a bit like GBH.
Absolutely. Oh, ankle slam, there it is. Shades of his illustrious ankle. It's over. It's over with the count. 3.
That's all.
Franco climbs the rankings.
Again, Yuri did not get involved with it.
Really, yeah, not one ounce of interference, perhaps. As you suggested, Owen, that was all about the psychological blow at the start of the match. Nevertheless, the Doctor is out, and Franco moves forward in the TV title division. That was an impressive victory there. You see again the angle slam, beautifully delivered. All the flurries and counters from Franco today. It was an impressive performance by the young man. One of the most decorated athletes before the N.E.W. is Franco. Wants to add to his already impressive CV with that TV title, and he steps closer towards it today. Impressive victory.
Very impressive indeed. I was definitely expecting a bit more from the Doctor there. Perhaps that offense right at the beginning really did throw him off. I can only wonder. But of course, he did have a match last night, whereas Franco has, as far as I've been aware, just training mostly. He hasn't really been in any matches recently.
Well, yes, Franco, of course, having to stay off an injury from his last tag team title defence, so obviously that they lost. Not really been seen since. Now back in singles action, a very impressive victory over the Doctor, so it's obviously Franco finally 100% ready to go. If anyone had any doubt tonight, then they could ask the Doctor. Well, coming up, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 6-man tag US ranking. If Enforcers win, Brad Moss becomes #1 contender. The other team win, they face off in a triple threat match next week in N.E.W. So as it goes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Enforcers and Williams and Louis Richardson and Brad Moss versus Jeff Collins, Blaze and Nick from the Brotherhood. So a very interesting stipulation in a unique tag teams match tonight in N.E.W.
Very interesting scenario, and I got the background as to why this match has come around. It's because the Brad Morse at the current ranking that he's at would have to face his 2 Enforcer brethren, and he didn't want to do that. He kicked up a bit of a fuss and a moan with Adrian Goldman, and it seems that due to that, this stipulation has been introduced. If Brad Morse if the Enforcers win this match, Brad Morse is allowed to usurp them in the rankings and get to #1 because he's also beaten the current 3-2-1. However, if he loses, that means 3-2-1 have won, and they must then have a match to determine who out of those 3 should go on to face our US champion mechanic.
Complicated to say the least. The long and short of it is, if the Enforcers win this match, then they're one step closer to the United States title.
Well, you've got to question how fair this match actually is. I mean, a very coherent team of the Enforcers taking on one ex-tag team champion and 2 people who just won that title.
Well, that's obviously a management decision, Erwin, so you know the company policy about discussing that on there. William Zander, Louis Richardson and Brad Morse from the Enforcers. Zander 6'5", 350, Bismarck, North Dakota. Louis Richardson, a 6-time former United States champion, 5'8", 206 pounds from the Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And Brad Morse, a former United States champion, 5'10", 240 pounds from his beloved Greenwich, Connecticut. These 3 men have teamed so many times before and have won so many championships between them. Erwin, you may not like them, but you have to admit, these guys are the perfect time.
Well, it's a very interesting choice when these 3 go in a triple threat, should they win. I mean, William Zander must be eager to hold some kind of gold, and being stuck in that ranking and having to let Brad Morse usurp him must stick in his craw a little bit. Louis Richardson, 6-time US champion, why not let him get it? He can clearly get the job done and keep it for a good period of time as well. An interesting decision, the Enforcers agreeing to let Brad Morse essentially get the benefits of this opportunity.
Well, I've been calling Brad Morse the Enforcer of the Enforcers for quite some time now, ladies and gentlemen, and I think there's a reason for that. Perhaps William Zander and Louis Richardson know down deep in their heart, Erwin, that Brad Morse is the future of this business, and know he stands the best chance out of those 3 men to bring that title home, which is exactly what the Enforcers need right now. Exactly what they need. This is a brilliant tactic by the Enforcers tonight, in my opinion.
Very, very interestingly played, I've got to admit. But I've got a question. Oh, there we go. I was about to say,
God,
we
how many
haven't
times
seen
must
Louis
you hear this
Richardson
music?
enter. Louis Richardson, interestingly, coming down on his own. I'm wondering why that is.
Well, Louis Richardson clearly feeling that he needs to hear this music again tonight. Coming down to the ring, as you say, on his own. I've already given you the stats. 6-time former United States champion, the most decorated men out of the group, it has to be said. Maybe he does have an issue with Brad Moss seemingly being the chosen one tonight for the Enforcers.
Perhaps he was told to wait behind in case the other three attacked them on the way to the ring. I don't know, but I'd like to believe your side of things more. I mean, it does seem like there is an issue there. Otherwise, why not come out, show that pack of unity?
Well, you speculate on it, partner. I mean, and you do raise an interesting point. It could be a source of tension within the group, and we have seen those fractious tensions within the Enforcers as of late. Brad Moss clearly on a roll. Brad Moss being touted by many as the future. Louis Richardson, the veteran, clearly not happy about that.
Well, once upon a time, Louis Richardson was cheered by his fans before he started signing with Chris Jones, before he joined the Authority and kicked out Tyler York in the process, which was probably a positive for Tyler York's career, I'll tell you that much.
Well, whatever you think about Louis Richardson, he is probably without question the most decorated United States champion of all time.
I believe he does hold the record.
That is a record that you cannot take away from the man, Erwin. Like him or hate him, he's a very decorated individual here in the N.E.W.
The three Enforcers are finally in the ring.
Well, you couldn't really see it there, but the look on Jeff Collins' face, the look he just gave Louis Richardson there was worth 1,000 words.
Most definitely. Probably see that intense stare again now.
And here we go, Jeff Collins, yet to hold gold here in the N.E.W. would love to win the United States Championship. From Leeds, England, 5'10", 209 pounds. Jeff Collins, definitely one to watch here in the N.E.W. Absolutely no fear, and some would say no sense, this young man from Leeds. It reminds me a little bit of you, Owen.
Well, you know,
absolutely no sense.
I don't really know what to say to that. I can't really disagree with you. I mean, give him an Extreme Rules match and he knows what to do. Tag team match, however, definitely out of his forte.
Well, we have a saying in the N.E.W, be prepared for anything, and anything will happen.
Again, this interesting stipulation. I mean, Brad Moss could essentially skip 3 guys here tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Find himself as #1 contender, but if they win, they've got another match.
It has to be said, Brad Moss is definitely in an advantageous position here tonight against all these hard-working men who would all love to be United States champion, all love to have that opportunity, including this man, Blaze.
If there's one man who knows how to beat Louis Richardson, it's Blaze.
That's true, their rivalry, their storied rivalry for the United States title when they swapped between them, is legendary here in the N.E.W. Blaze, a 3-time United States champion in his own right, 5'8", 248 pounds, from Long Beach, California. Blaze, a veteran here in N.E.W. Very well respected guy in the back there.
And another one you could argue, knowing home in that ring, but not really in a tag team situation.
Oh, Blaze is definitely not a tag team specialist. Him and Jeff Collins are definitely more single competitors here, which leads me to believe that Nate is really going to be the kind of captain, if you will, of this team tonight, because it's the only one with any kind of real tag team experience.
Well, yeah, I can only hope that before the match, Nate has kind of gone through a few things with these 2 guys about how tag team matches work and what to expect against the Enforcers and that. But even then, it's a 6-man tag. It does change things dramatically when there's 3 of you on each team. Again, only 1 pinfall, I believe, needed in this match.
Well, Blaze. Oh yeah, 1 pinfall. Blaze with an elaborate entrance has been in this kind of situation many times before. A veteran from Long Beach. It's made it perfectly clear he's not done with winning gold here in the N.E.W. and would love to hold the United States Championship again. Well, we enter the Brotherhood and we welcome Next, two-time tag team champion with the Brotherhood from 6'1", 220 pounds from Denver, Colorado. The inventor of the Denver Crab, Erwin.
Well, yeah. Marty and Nate both using that.
I think Nate claims he's the guy who invented the manoeuvre. I'm not sure what Marty says about that, but brothers fight.
Well, perhaps Marty's the one who perfected it, and it did him more in his career than it has Nate. Not discrediting the immense effort Nate has put into his career here. Finally winning tag team gold again, only to have it stolen from them by Magnum Opus.
Well, Magnum Opus took the opportunity that they were given with both hands, in my opinion. That's all that happened there. The Brotherhood lost fair and square. They just weren't ready for a team of Magnum Opus quality here in the N.E.W. And that's more fool on them.
And unfortunately for the Brotherhood, they also lost the opportunity early on in the tag team tournament to get the titles back.
Well, it's my main man Brad Moss with Surfer Dude Jeff Collins kicking it off here tonight. Oh, club to the back by Moss. Oh, big clothesline there. E.F.W. bringing the pin.
Both of these athletes very quick on their feet.
Ooh,
very good matchup to start off with. Again, it's going to be interesting to see how things change when other members of each team start to come into the... Oh, here we go, an early tag.
Straight off to Blaze there. Blaze and Moss in the ring now. Ooh, great textbook Hurricane Rana there by Blaze. Classic Blaze there. Ooh.
Blaze again, not a slow guy.
Facebuster, no, definitely not. As agile as they come. Very much into his yoga, his Tai Chi, his kickboxing. Blaze has an amazing cardiovascular system. Oh, planning DDT to grab Moss.
When it gets going with those acrobatic moves, you can bet this match will pick up to a different level.
Oh, wait a minute there. Oh.
Xander throwing.
Xander throwing Blaze unceremoniously off the top rope.
Well, yeah, but I think he got a bit of Brad Moss with that one. I don't think he quite...
Oh, God. Blaze cashing that chair.
Returned, indeed. And that Nate saying there, what goes around comes around.
Oh, yeah, Xander clearly not 100% after that one. Brad Moss, though, firing back with a deliberate Lou Fez press. The former football player, former linebacker.
And oh, here we go. Williams now getting the tag in.
Texan Allstate.
But he's going to want some revenge for being shoved off the ring rope.
Oh, Xander will not forget that. I can guarantee you that. The big man from Bismarck. As mean and tough as they come.
Wants a commissioner here.
Big brawler. Oh, gut wrench suplex. Smart as well. The brains of the outfit. Taking control here of Blaze. Oh, good God. Big slam.
Williams under very strong.
Slowing this match down as well, Owen.
Well, yeah, he needs it back in his pace. Blaze, of course, very quick. If he manages to get a couple of steps ahead.
Big DDT.
For Williams under, I would say that.
Big DDT. Stomp to that chest. Working it on the arm wrench. Oh my God, look at that.
Pulling the head back. I thought Blaze was about to tackle him.
That was an innovative neck wrench, and Blaze wisely getting back into his corner and taps in the fresh man there, the tag team specialist.
But we haven't seen Louis Richardson come in from the Enforcers yet, and that could play a pivotal role in this match.
Yeah, Richardson still 100%. And those elbows to the head to Nick. In trouble early on against Louis Richardson.
Xander just throwing it around here.
Xander. Arm drag.
draped against the ropes after that.
It's in his own corner though. Oh, wisely.
Not he's not. Alexander just cutting into that. Into the. I think Nate was trying for a tag.
Alexander whipping Nate back into the corner.
Here we go.
Tag made.
All 6 men have now been in the ring.
Oh.
At least once. Well, only once actually at this point in time.
Well, yeah, the fresh man now, Louis Richardson.
Very questionably. Almost mocking the other two. Why stood for that, I don't know.
Springboard crossbody though, beautiful manoeuvre by Richardson.
Again, Richardson, extreme technician, beautiful submission specialist.
Oh my god.
Lousy attitude.
Counted there by Nate. Insecurity.
Beautiful done.
Digging deep. And finding that insecurity wisely now as well. You see that though, and dragging him back into his own corner. Should be making the tag, and he does.
I was just about to say he should be thinking about making that tag, but wisely dragging Louis Richardson away from his corner first.
Collins now back in the ring.
Oh, just wrenching the arm there.
Great move by Jeff Collins, weakening the arms of the technical specialist Louis Richardson. If you can't grab hold of you, we can't make you submit. Backbreaker. That'll do some damage as well. And hurt Richardson when he tries to elevate the submission. Lockers. Basically every manoeuvre. Collins. Overhead gut wrench. My god. Overhead crossway, excuse me, but my word. Every manoeuvre. Collins throwing at Richardson, designed to prevent him from putting in a submission.
Going for a pin.
Bridged, no.
It's going to take more than that to keep Louis Richardson down. However, Collins, I think he's going for a big headbutt there.
Oh, European uppercut.
Scouted by Louis Richardson, and now he's back on the attack. I was about to say, Collins is doing well.
Bulldog. Collins was doing very well there.
Sneaks in attack to Blaze though, and here well, these two have gone at it more times than I can even count.
Blaze coming in on guns blazing against Richardson, who stood his ground but did not move quick enough against the fresher Blaze. Springboard, there we go.
Moving out of the way, thinking Blaze was going for him, and he might have well done.
What an amazing manoeuvre there by Blaze. Putting his own body on the line, we've seen it so many times from this N.E.W. veteran. And one is only our second match tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely incredible. Oh
god. Big backbreaker.
There we go.
Rolling thunder.
Beautifully performed. Jeff Collins still trying to get his breath back outside.
Louis Richardson is in trouble here.
That manoeuvre stuns me every time I see it.
That's gotta be all. You gotta believe that has to be all right here. Players pulling him away from the ropes. If he can get a pin here, which he does go for now.
I think he might have taken a little too much time there.
We were gonna find out.
However,
No.
Alexander would have been too late if that was a 3.
Richardson kicks out after 2. You were right there, and too much time wasted, but Blair's right back on the attack. Middle rope, misses with a 450 splash. That's a big miss by Blair's.
Yeah, that's going to put him down for a little while.
Richardson needs to capitalise right now.
Here we go, the old school pile driver.
Pile driver, shades of Jerry the King Lawler.
And that can only mean one thing. Blaze is in big trouble here.
Richardson.
He's going for it.
Blaze could be out right here. Richardson has executed the plan perfectly here against Blaze. The veteran Blaze is in trouble.
Yeah, his friends are going to have to come in back then. Jeff Collins does.
Jeff Collins breaks it up after the count of 1. Oh, big leg drop though to Blaze.
Now Jeff Collins is on the wrong side of the ring.
Richardson not wasting any time and gets a tag. Xander back into the ring. Xander stalks Blaze, who looks like to be out for the count here, ladies and gentlemen. Blaze is in trouble. Guillotine, big guillotine there. That isn't going to help. There's a situation. Trying to crawl desperately towards his corners, and they puts a stop to that. Fast. They want to keep blazing that ring for as long as possible. Oh, big gut wrench suplex. Blaze is down like a sack of potatoes.
Blaze, that big miss with that 450 splash will just turn things dramatically sour.
Oh, good God. Big elbow followed up by that enziguri. Incredible athleticism by the big man. Deceptively quick. For a man his size, Blaze still fighting back with that big fireman carry here. That could be important. But there's Andy, you see that power advantage, and Blaze, who's been in that ring for such a long time now.
That's it, Blaze might have stood a chance earlier on, but now the fatigue. Oh!
Sander.
Sleeper hold.
Oh, there it is, like that shit. Shreds of a transmission.
That's all.
That's it, it's over.
Stand it anymore.
It's over, Blaze.
That's it.
Taps out. Now William Sander has won this match for the Enforcers, ladies and gentlemen, but what that means is Brad Moss becomes #1 contender for the United States Championship.
That means he gets his essentially a revenge match against the mechanic.
The beautiful thing about this is though, he didn't even have to win the match. His teammate did it for him.
That's a very good point there.
Brad Moss clearly elated. William Sander with a high five. Louis Richardson celebrating also with Moss and Sander. The Enforcers with a big win tonight and a pivotal victory. This gets them one step closer to that United States Championship and the influence that goes with that, and that's all the Enforcers want. More influence, more control over the company.
Well, yeah, but we haven't really seen the mechanic since winning that brutal 8-man ladder match, which means he's had plenty of time to rest. There's Brad Moss, who's been climbing the ladder for a while now.
Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, certainly an impressive victory for the Enforcers, but I'm not sure what Louis Richardson or William Sander will think about Brad Moss reaping the rewards from that hard-won victory tonight. But coming up next, it's an Extreme Rules match in the Intercontinental Championship rankings, and it's going to be Cowboy Roy, who's been a stoic member of the Intercontinental Championship rankings for some time, against Rick Weaver, who was formerly in the Television Championship rankings, as far as I was aware. Tonight getting a big opportunity tonight against Cowboy Roy.
Well, you forget that match Adrian Goldman set up, allowing him. Oh, you weren't here. That might be why you don't remember it. You were stuck at traffic when you were in London.
I'm not Harry.
Rick Weaver winning his chance to get into the Intercontinental rankings, knocking Simon Youngblood, who had won the N.E.W. rankings, all the way down to
that hotel that you suggested lost my luggage, which is why I was stuck in traffic. We digest Rick Weaver going down one half of the tag team champions with the glorious future of the division in Magnus Opus, run by the legendary New Japan Hall of Famer, 7-time world champion Snake, who's sadly not with Rick Weaver today. Other business ventures has kept the veteran away from his protégés ringside, but he has assured us, he's assured me earlier today that he is here in spirit.
Rick Weaver's kind of got nothing to lose at this moment in time. He's not going to lose that tag team belt. He's still got gold, but he could move up the rankings here in what he's just got into the rankings of, without having to face number 9 Uganda and already being in the tag team as well.
Well, clearly the politicking backstage is done doing Rick Weaver's career wonders here in the N.E.W. Already one half of the tag team champions of Vega, and now one of the main crowd of the Intercontinental division, but has to get past this man. The veteran, the Lone Ranger, the last cowboy, Cowboy Roy.
Well, that is the thing, it may be an Extreme Rules match, but it may put things slightly in the advantage of Rick Weaver. but he has got to face one of the toughest SOBs here in the N.E.W.
Frankly, I do not see how making this an Extreme Rules match favours Rick Weaver in any way, shape or form against the Cowboy.
Well, I suppose it's
he's a mean, angry Texan.
Weapon first, but yeah, even then, I don't think Rick Weaver's going to win this one. I'm perfectly honest. But you can bet Cowboy Roy doesn't really care about this match here tonight. He wants that match against Guillermo Diaz that's been denied so many times.
Oh, you're obsessed with Guillermo Diaz. Guillermo Diaz is a manager of Los Luchadores Español, and Cowboy Roy's vendetta against Los Luchadores Español is likely disturbing the past few weeks. I respect Cowboy Roy a lot, don't get me wrong, but the way that he's been battling those three men has just been frankly insane. I mean, the brutality and the ferocity of it all has just been completely off the page, and frankly some of it has been uncalled for from the Cowboy in my opinion. But, you know, who am I to question the one major?
Well, I have it on good word that he spent quite some time in Adrian Goldman's office today, and I believe it was begging perhaps, for that match against Guillermo Diaz.
Well, hopefully we'll get to see it one day. The Cowboy characteristically getting on to start this one off quickly, and this time he's successful with that huge belly to belly with Rick Weaver.
He seems to go for that belly to belly every time he starts a match off.
Usually not successful.
Quite surprising, yeah. He's been
have to be said
against those who have it scouted, but
big head Rick Weaver did not have it scouted.
This is definitely a new area for Rick Weaver.
Rick Weaver's never ever faced Cowboy Roy before in professional competition, or in training for that matter, as far as I'm aware. This is a whole new experience for both men tonight. The Cowboy,
that's it, it may
very much
Snake,
a veteran.
This is Cowboy Roy we're talking
about. Wait a minute, he wasn't trained by Snake Irwin, he was managed by Snake.
Well, that's true, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's got him in the ring once or twice to teach him a few things.
Well, you would hope so. I mean, he's a 7-time world champion. He clearly knows a thing or two about winning titles. He claims that this young man is the next big thing in professional wrestling. It's a tired monogram, but he truly believes it.
Oh, big headbutt there.
Big headbutt.
Either way, Rick Weaver is actually putting up quite some fight against Cowboy Roy.
Oh, Rick Weaver's a tough competitor, no question about it.
Beating an opponent like this, I mean...
Oh, misses with a big drop kick though.
No matter which way you say it, Vega helps a lot in that tag team match, don't get me wrong, but Rick Weaver was left alone against two members of the Brotherhood and won those titles.
He did, absolutely. Rick Weaver showing his own toughness in that match. Big suplex though by the Cowboy. This is a completely different challenge for Weaver.
Oh yeah, definitely, but a win against Cowboy Roy will put you a long way in this business, regardless of rankings.
Well, you know, on social media right now, Snake is tweeting about this match, saying, you know, Weaver is an unfair advantage due to Roy's quote mental instability.
Well, I think we're just seeing that mental instability coming out.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, this match just turned. I did not even consider this.
Well, maybe.
Oh my God, Cowboy Roy's seen him though.
Cowboy Roy could be in trouble here. It's Snake's tag team partner, Vega Bomb.
That's all he needed to do.
Wow. Well, if you ever wanted to make a statement, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do it. You walk in, you slam it down, and you walk right back out again. My God, that was a Vega Bomb with authority. Unfortunately, Rick Weaver is outside. Finally getting back up.
And just decides to gloat.
Rick Weaver thinking that this match may be turning in his direction, shall we say. Looks at the Cowboy and finally goes for a pin here.
Surely he spent too long even after.
No, not even two. Cowboy Roy showing to hell you. I ain't going down that easy, kid. And I didn't doubt that for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboy Roy is as tough as they come.
I mean, maybe if Rick Weaver had capitalised on that sooner,
jumping jack DDT.
But this match instead goes on.
Instead of a neck wrench. That knee in the back, you see that from Rick Weaver. It's painful submission maneuver, almost like a modified clutch. Cowboy Roy finally powers out with a big right hand of his own.
And once again, Cowboy Roy great one-on-one competitor, but his matches are being dragged through the dirt by interference and alike.
Big elbow off the top rope by the Cowboy, going airborne in a bid to keep this young man down, this young stud. Touted as the future of this business by a 7-time world champion. Elbow to the face of the Cowboy. Springing neck breaker. Rick Weaver showing that athleticism, showing that spirit, that competitive nature. He's no slouches, this kid. Make no mistake about it, he really is the real deal. The Cowboy may be fighting out tonight as both men go screaming to the outside.
Hellacious crossbody from Weaver there.
My God, what velocity. Big elbow to the knee by the Cowboy, kick to the sternum. Oh, wait a minute, no! Belly to belly! Belly to belly on the outside on that wafer thin mat.
And Vega's interference here might have just
pissed
been
off
negated.
the Cowboy.
Yeah, that might not have been a good idea.
Flying lariat by the Lone Ranger.
I think he was about a step away from getting his head cut off into those steel steps. My God. Oh, well,
God.
Speak of the devil.
The steel steps, you had to say it, didn't you? You had to mention those goddamn steps. No, come on, no! Oh, Spear him up, just rip Rick Weaver in half. My God, Cowboy Roy, with maximum velocity at minimal distance, with a spear heard around the world, has taken control of this match. These fans are on their feet. I don't think I've ever seen a spear like that in my life. Rick Weaver is dead.
Killed an
For the love of
man.
God, ring the bell. It's over. It is over. No way!
God.
No way! Rick Weaver kicked out.
And I mean, when he came down to the ring, I said Cowboy Roy is one of the toughest SOBs in this business. I do not doubt that after taking a Vega bomb and still almost winning a match there.
Come on, you gotta give Rick Weaver some props after kicking out, finding something from somewhere to kick out after that spear. That spear was insane. Double axe handle from the top rope. Rick Weaver somehow fighting back.
And again, this new spirit from Rick Weaver since he's been with Snake. I mean, his first few matches were a bit wobbly, but since then, something seems to have clicked in the young man.
I've never seen this young man more focused and more determined than he is at this stage in his career right now. He wants to win so badly. He will do anything to do so, which you have seen tonight with the interference from Vega. But he's on his own now, and he's in a battle for his life, battle of his life against the Cowboy. There we are.
Well, I wouldn't doubt if he's got broken ribs at the moment after that hellacious spear on the outside.
Oh, right, a slam there. Unusual for Rick Weaver to pull out that maneuver. Usually considered a the 10 elbow smash. We've seen this one before. This is trademark Weaver, if you will. Those shots to the heart of the Cowboy are not going to do his ribs any favours. Big 10. There we go. Rick Weaver in control. It has to be said here. The Cowboy looking unsteady. Facebuster. Could be looking for it here, Rowan.
I think so.
The most enigmatic move in sports entertainment today, the weave! It's over! It's over! Thanks for coming, Cowboy! No! What the hell?
Again,
Rick Weaver cannot believe it!
Is not happy about that, but Cowboy Roy just does not know when to quit.
Both these men will not die! Guillotine! What a match!
And this is only a chance to move up one in the ranking. This
Going for a pin after that vicious guillotine, is it enough? No! The Cowboy kicks out of the 2. Rick Weaver got all of that. Those stiff ropes on the neck and the jaw and the face of the Cowboy. Going outside quite rightly to get his breath. Oh, wait a minute.
I think he's getting more than his breath here.
He's looking for something. What's that?
But it might be too late.
Is it a candlestick?
It is, but he's decided against using it.
No, just so I can lay a bit more punishment on Rick Weaver. And not that big powerbomb. No, Cowboy, no! Oh, come on, no! My God, I could have broken Rick Weaver's back.
His spine just bouncing off that wooden stick.
That big powerbomb. right onto that kendo stick, right onto the spine of Rick Weaver, who is taking a tremendous amount of punishment to the midriff in this match tonight. It will be a miracle if Rick Weaver doesn't have spinal issues after this. Oh my God!
Zero distance spear.
God, if he didn't before, he does now. It's over.
To Rick Weaver.
It is over.
Perhaps needs a funeral after that match.
No man, I don't care who you are, would have kicked out a spear from that distance. Look at that pull. I thought I was going to show a picture of it there. Excuse me. There's the first one from the outside, barely the distance of that one. Weaver fighting back with a 10 elbow smash. Got the weaving earlier in the match, but not enough to keep the cowboy down. You see a turning point there, that huge powerbomb on the outside onto the kendo stick. The cowboy Roy, after a high velocity, zero distance spear, picks up an impressive victory against a hard fighting Rick Weaver tonight. He was very impressive in this match, Erwin.
Very impressive. I mean, that's the thing about Rick Weaver. Even when he loses, he puts everything into his match before doing so, and you can't doubt his ability. I mean, that was Cowboy Roy. He almost beat Cowboy Roy, but almost isn't what gets you up to those titles. However, he is still one half of the tag team champions.
You have to wonder if Snake was in that young man's corner, if that would have been a different story tonight.
Well, perhaps.
Rick Weaver, however, a valiant effort against the veteran opponent in Cowboy Roy, but ladies and gentlemen, we are nowhere near done tonight. Coming up next in the N.E.W rankings, winner goes up once facing Jimmy Falcon will face Hannibal Jones in a good old-fashioned tables match right here in the N.E.W.
Well, yeah, similar situation here. Who would have been facing off in the rankings are involved in other matches here tonight, and therefore the ultimate decision by Adrian Goldman is the winner moves up one slots, even if that does mean essentially usurping someone's opportunity. It's tough shit, as it were, I guess. Adrian Goldman is...
well, yeah, that's for the finer point of it, but Adrian Goldman is making some changes here in the N.E.W. Axis is right. There's the CEO. We welcome Jimmy Falcon. 5'9", 220 pounds from Miami, Florida. Jimmy, very impressive young man, impressive background, but yet to hold ball here in the N.E.W. one of these stop-start careers.
Well, yeah, and he had managed to place himself in the Intercontinental rankings. Adrian Goldman giving him an opportunity match against Simon Youngblood.
Oh, that's an impressive victory.
Absolutely brutal match. Impressive victory which got Jimmy Falcon into these rankings, and now we see his first match in those rankings.
Well, arguably, ladies and gentlemen, that victory over the former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion Simon Youngblood was the most impressive career victory for this young man today, but he want to build on that with a victory over Hannibal Jacobs, which would be a great statement of intent for this young man in the N.E.W. rankings.
Oh, definitely. I mean, of all the people to go against, this guy's got the experience in this division.
Well, absolutely. Hannibal Jacobs, a former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion before. He's been to the top of the mountain in this industry. He's also a former television champion. He stands at 6'2" and weighs in at 355 pounds from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hannibal Jones, a veteran of the N.E.W. division for quite some time. One of the most bizarre and well-loved entrances in the N.E.W. Elaborate, show-stopping performance. You know you're going to get that from Hannibal Jacobs. He may be a little bit unusual, there's no question about that. But you cannot question the man's heart or his determination to climb that mountain just one more time in his career before he hangs up those rings of his, Erwin.
Well, yeah, he may have watched Flash Gordon one too many times, but he has the fight and determination of any of our N.E.W. round. Superstars here.
I'd love to see a match between Hannibal Jacobs and Erwin for the N.E.W. World Heavyweight Championship. I think that'd be a great match.
It might just happen, but it all depends on this match here tonight, at least for the next time round, I would imagine, because if I can keep my title from red, which I believe I can, knowing that I'm going at him in a Hell in a Cell this Saturday.
Alright, I'm sure we'll have a game plan for that match as well. Can't wait for Ryan on Saturday. It promises to be a hell of an event. N.E.W's pay-per-view will be seen around the world, and we thank you for joining us tonight at Turmoil in Birmingham. 5,700 strong tonight. Jimmy Franklin and Hannibal Jones facing off in a good old-fashioned tables match. I love a good old-fashioned tables match. Here's the Dudleys. Called them all around the world. Jimmy Falcon, Hannibal Jacobs. Who'd you pick for this one, Erwin?
Well, it's a tough one. I kind of like to see Jimmy Falcon get off to a good start in the rankings here, but at the same time, Hannibal Jacobs has just missed opportunities by a hair recently. And I want to see if he's got that determination here tonight to finally get his head in the game and get that title back.
Very much on the fence there, partner.
Well, very. I always am when it's a match that could involve my title by the end.
Falcon and Judge.
Oh,
Jacobs.
Kicking things off.
Excuse me, big brain buster there. By Falcon, club to the head won't help him, that isn't either. And we're going for a 10 count here. Racking up them numbers. There we go.
Falcon, a very strong start, knows he's up against some tough competition.
Falcon knows if he's going to stand any chance in this match, he needs to keep this big man down on the mat. This is good tactics from Falcon early on in this matchup.
Well, yeah, it's a good idea to obliterate your opponent a little bit before getting those tables in the ring.
Jacobs in trouble here.
However, you've got to eliminate him right here.
There's a table on the outside.
He's thinking about it.
Oh no!
Jacobs realising.
Jacobs knowing that table was there and insecurity, possibly saving himself. Because going through that table, which is set up on the outside. There's been shades of New Japan there. Falcon. Oh, big elbow.
Big takedown.
By Hannibal Jacobs. And all wrestling fans will know which match I'm referring to. Oh, big knee. By Jimmy Falcon.
Nothing but back and forth from these two guys.
Irish whip. Big neck breaker. Falcon capitalising against Jacobs again.
Again, I've kind of been waiting for Falcon to get that title opportunity, but again,
snap suplex.
For Jacobs to get his run back again.
Well, Jimmy Falcon has looked very impressive tonight against the veteran Hannibal Jacobs. He's been all over Jacobs in this match.
Either of these guys I would love to face one-on-one.
Irish whip into the corner again. Falcon looking to capitalise with a high impact manoeuvre. Jacobs on that top turnbuckle. So we're looking for a suplex here. He is no, right off that top rope. Yes, he hits it. Jimmy Falcon with a beautifully executed superplex right off that top rope to Hannibal Jacobs, and it's no question. Didn't get all of that crossbody, but might have got enough. Hurt himself in the process. Hannibal Jacobs is clearly suffering. Falcon needs to capitalise quickly. Oh, took too much time. Jacobs with an elbow and a club to the back is fighting back. Kick to the sternum. That'll help his cause. Big elbow drop.
Huge elbow.
With authority by Hannibal Jacobs.
That's the thing with Jacobs.
Oh.
He doesn't tend to wear pads. He likes inflicting that extra bit of damage from the bones of his elbows when he does elbow drops and things like that.
Well, of course that hurts him as much as it hurts the opponent, but it is a definite advantage for Hannibal Jacobs, who might be one of the catch a check here from that superplex delivered by Jimmy Falcon earlier in this match, because Falcon is now on the top rope and Jacobs is, yes, he's there, top rope. Are we going to see it? Yes, we are. Hannibal Jacobs with a superplex off his own. Both these men taking the tumble in this match.
Apart from that early moment where Jacobs was on the outside of the apron. We've yet to see a table really come into play here. Both of these two just wanting to wear the other down.
Big knee to the back of the head to Jimmy Falcon. On the shoulders. Big guillotine. Jacobs. Now seemingly friendly. Control against Jimmy Falcon. And if it wasn't before, the shades of a spine buster will certainly do that. Certainly turn the tide.
Thinks he has his opportunity, but I think he noticed that Jimmy Falcon had come back to his feet.
Amazingly, Jimmy Falcon, after that hellacious spine buster, finding enough left in the tank to get back to his feet.
Dragging himself up with the ropes.
Gaining offense. Putting Jacobs on that top rope. Surely might be looking for another surely not another suplex. Surely not. How many more of these can Animal Jacobs take? There we go. It's Suplex City tonight in the N.E.W.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that Birmingham was Suplex City, but I guess it is.
Steel City has got many names tonight. Oh.
Jacobs reversing.
Oh, big chop. Shades of the Nature Boy. Jacobs a huge flare fan as a kid. And then as he struts to the ring in homage to the Nature Boy.
Oh, Falcon in a bad way here.
Animal Jacobs. Looking to end this, and he does! With authority! With a huge spine buster! Planning Jimmy Falcon through that table, and eventually those veteran instincts were enough to secure the victory against a very impressive Jimmy Falcon tonight. The young man didn't have enough left eventually to get it done against the experienced Jacobs, who moves up in the N.E.W. rankings, and will we actually see the dream match of Owen versus Animal Jacobs one more time?
Well, yeah, great first outing for Jimmy Falcon. He put up a tremendous show, but in the end, the stamina and wherewithal went to Animal Jacobs. He managed to capture the second half of that match and just slamming Jimmy Falcon through that table at the end there.
Well, yes, a great victory there for Animal Jacobs against an impressive Jimmy Falcon, and he'll want to make a statement in the N.E.W. rankings. Of course, Animal Jacobs, once that has been inspired, he's gone publicly saying he's been inspired by GBH's work in the Intercontinental Division, and wants that for himself in his career. Can he do it in the N.E.W. one more time, and can he be World Heavyweight Champion again? Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have an important tag team match. The Militia versus the Hit Squad. Former tag team champion. Obviously, this is going to determine the number one contender for Magnus Opus Tag Team Championships.
Well, yeah, whoever wins this one moves up to face Waswich Doris, and then the winner of that match will meet the new tag team champions at Riot, I believe.
Absolutely, the Militia indeed, and the Hit Squad, Gangster and Tally York are one match away from Leslie Doris, and two match away potentially from the tag team titles. We welcome the Militia. One of the most loved underground teams in the N.E.W. today, the Militia. Lee and Kevin Cannon. Yes, 5-10 and 5-7 left respectively. The militia from Kildare Hills, North Carolina. And V from Allentown, Pennsylvania. These men in college, friends ever since. Fighting as a team in the N.E.W for a while now. Mixed success, it has to be said. Still yet to hold N.E.W tag team gold. Knows this year is make or break for them as a team. Knows they have to win it soon if they're ever going to win it at all, because there are teams coming up around them all the time here in the hardest tag team division in professional wrestling today. The militia knows that there is frankly a running clock on their hopes for the whole tag team gold.
And this tournament style does tend to happen quite often in the division, which means each time there is a title shot, you essentially only get that one chance to keep that momentum running. I mean, they've done quite well from last time to position themselves this high in the ranking, that they only have to fight one match to win. Well, 2 matches, sorry, because they came up a victory in their last match. And the hit squad here only have to fight 1 match, well, 2 matches including this one, which shows how tough this tournament can be at times.
Absolutely. Well, the hit squad's showing a little bit of mind games there from the offset, making the militia wait a little bit before they started their entrance. The Gangster and Tyler York. The Gangster 6'3", 299 pounds. Tyler York 6'1", 248. Gangster from Brooklyn, New York. Tyler York, Houston, Texas. Gangster, obviously a former television champion, and the hit squad have held tag team title before. Not as decorated as Los Luchadores Espanol, of course, but they have held the tag team title before here in the N.E.W, where we may have been to the top of the mountain. Have the hit squad.
Well, yeah, and you've got to wonder how well the militia are feeling after that Extreme Rules Tornado tag match against the Enforcers last night, which they managed to pick up a victory in.
It's a very good point. The militia have impressed so far in this tag team tournament. But tonight, they face former tag team champions. The Gangster a kick off of Kevin Cannon. Cannon immediately goes down to a corkscrew. And Gangster, following up with this Matt Pierce offense, keeping Cannon off his feet, is a good tactic.
Well, yeah, the karate specialist definitely preferring to be stood up for his attacks.
Kick based, obviously. Martial arts. The Gangster knows this. So they want to keep up the pressure. Big elbow, big fist, back drop.
Yeah, the Gangster is tough. Let's not forget as well, I don't believe the militia have had that tag team title opportunity yet.
Well, not yet, but they have to earn it, Erwin.
Well, that's it, the designer must be strong in them. But is it strong enough to defeat the hit squad here tonight?
Well, I think, you know, with due respect to the militia, I think they're both great kids. I think they've both got a great future here in the N.E.W. But I think that veteran experience of the hit squad's going to ring true tonight in this one.
That's true, they have been a tag team for quite a while now. As you say, they've held gold. And Tyler York is one heck of a brute. Gangster, very tough, very agile.
Well, yeah, both these men, very good mat wrestlers. They're tough, they're smash mouth, absolutely, but you know, they're both great technical athletes. You wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of the rivalry, I can promise you that. An attitude as long as you're on. Oh, big club to the head. There, Kevin Canyon by the Gangster. Inverted DDT follows that one, but Kevin Canyon in trouble here. I could do with making the tag. I think it's like disorientated him, and I don't think he realises how close he is. Finally, tags in V.
The Gangster just stands there saying, bring it on.
Hit him with the belly. My word. Power by the Gangster showing absolutely no intimidation to V and still clearly quite fresh after dominating Kevin Canyon.
The crowd here, it seems, wanting to see the Militia.
Last night.
Stopped here.
Yeah, the Militia are clearly fan favourites in this match tonight, but they have been stopped in their tracks with authority by the Hit Squad and the Gangster and Tyler York. I don't think Tyler York has actually been in this match so far tonight. The Gangster has just been on a roll.
Yeah, it literally has just been the Gangster.
Wait. My word, electric Alabama slam.
And that's usually all she wrote for most.
Ew.
But somehow V gets the shoulder.
I thought that was over right there. And V somehow kicking out of that Alabama slam with authority. Gangster thinking about tagging in Tyler York, but then thinking going back to V. Seems very conflicted right here, and what he wants to do finally decides to tag his tag team partner in to continue this assault. Kevin Canyon is still not even on the turnbuckle. V is on his own. Neckbreaker. Firing back.
Trying to get back to that corner.
The fans urging him on. Oh, good God, the big boot by Tyler York on the V. Well,
I think that's a first for N.E.W. I don't think I've ever seen someone do that before. That was brutal.
Well, the comeback was short-lived there by V. And Tyler York with a boot with authority. Literally stamping it on the V.
And again, these two.
Oh, kick to the face.
Oh, that was into the LED screen there.
Oh yeah, right on my there. Outside of the ring there, that LED as you see it, that electrical face. Not gonna do any favours to these competitors' spines, I can promise you that. Finally rolled back into the ring. V follows him after getting the better on the outside exchange. Against Tyler York.
Back into his corner, and he does.
Irish whip. Back into his own corner. Kevin Canyon is finally back, but you gotta wonder how hurt Kevin Canyon is after the earlier attack. The Militia, undoubtedly. Oh! These fans very conflicted here tonight. A lot of boos for both sets of teams. No particular fan favourite here tonight, Erwin.
Well, no, at first I thought, oh, hang on a second, yeah, I thought they were just not quite
big elbow.
Hit Squad here tonight.
Oh, and again following up with a textbook drop kick. Oh, look at that.
Seems they at least came alive for that, I found.
She has a spike, don't they? And a huge double foot stomp. Very strange crowd tonight in Birmingham. Of course,
Tyler York kicked out there.
We're very close to the pay-per-view now, so we're in that crazy crowd territory time.
Oh yeah. I mean, the crowd are always a little crazy here at N.E.W. You never quite know if you're going to cheer or boo you.
Unwashed heathens, a lot of them. Kevin Canyon. Goes Tyler York. And whipping him right back into his corner. He's expecting a tag there, but he continues the assault here. With those mud-hole-esque stomps, and finally the tag is made.
We've seen this before.
He continues and a tag again, yes. This is an old favourite, those continuous stomping a mud hole.
And again, the referee can't really do much about it.
No, they're tagging. They are abusing their liberal 5 count here in the N.E.W. And the V going for a pin. Canyon staying in the ring. This could be alright here, no. Canyon was right there. Waiting for the Gangster. Beating him on his own game now. Throwing him right back out to the outside. Canyon finally thrown out the ring there by our senior official Mike Shitoka, who's on a 5-match duty tonight. As the refereeing issue and the N.E.W. continues, more on that later on. It's scary by V.
Tally Oaks out of it.
Oh, big senton drop. Trying to carry. Oh!
Running death air driver, beautiful.
Fantastic manoeuvre there by V. And his own corner, Canyon might want to get in there. No! Way too late. The gangster in there as well. Staring off against Canyon. And V continues the attack against Tally York, who's in trouble. Serious trouble. V stalking his prey, clearly going to look for something here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Big powerbomb. Sit out powerbomb. Goes to the pin, this could be alright here. It's over. And the mission with an impressive victory over the former tag team champions, the Hit Squad. And perhaps this is the malicious time. Perhaps this is finally their opportunity, their chance to hold tag team gold. If they beat off Luchadores Espanol, they will get a show against Magnus Opus and Bryant on Saturday. They are literally one match away from the promised land. One victory away from the promised land they win. The militia have never been this close.
That's it, but then they've got to go against Los Luchadores next. I mean, it just gets harder the higher you climb. As always here in N.E.W, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's tough from the bottom.
While the militia, to achieve the dream of holding tag team gold, not only will have to get past Magnus Opus, they will have to get past the long-time tag team champions, Los Luchadores Espanol.
And you bet they're not going to give that opportunity up easily at all.
Oh, absolutely not. The most decorated tag team in N.E.W history. We've been watching this one closer tonight, we can guarantee you that. What a match.
Incredible.
A very impressive victory by the militia.
But now we've seen a phenomenal return from Cole Albert Clemens.
Absolutely.
She sealed her victory in an 8-woman battle royale.
Yes, the Behemoth made a statement on her return in that incredible 8-woman battle royal. Certainly number one contender, which is now Cole Albert Clemens, and if she beats Alice Young tonight, she will get a title shot.
Yeah, and well, I don't see how she couldn't, but at the same time, Alice Young, Tennessee Chicken Wing, has put everyone out here apart from Cole Albert Clemens. Will she finally fall victim to?
It's a very good point, and Alice Young has beaten the very best in the game with that trademark Tennessee Chicken Wing maneuver. The most deadly submission maneuver in the N.E.W, I would say, by far. Certainly when it comes to victory ratios, it's that Tennessee Chicken Wing. Alice Young, the master of that maneuver, has been dominated in some matches in the past, and has pulled out that maneuver to eke out the victory. And its victories win championships. And Alice Young is a two-time women's champion. She's clearly been successful, and now she's obviously a part of the female faction of the Enforcers, which is everything like a whole new dynamic, and frankly a much darker side of her personality. She's never been a fluffy bunny kind of character, but it's even worse now she's with the Enforcers. And I think Cole Albert Clemens, despite her great comeback, is in a whole heap of trouble tonight against Alice Young.
Yeah, you've got to question the, well, we'll soon find out of course, but you've got to question the fans' opinions on Cole Albert Clemens. Not a fan of Debra at the time, but I mean, she was having a run with Diana Simmons, who was one of the hottest baby faces on the roster at the time. Now with the sudden turn, it may be the opposite.
Well, we have as we already said tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we don't want to be that kind of company, but we do have a very strange crowd in tonight.
I'm still hearing boos, but I did hear a few cheers. I mean, some people have got to realise someone.
Hey, they can cheer what the hell they want, as long as it's as long as it's fairly respectable of the performance. I don't give a crap what they say. Then go to their side. As long as we're not threatening to show them
anyone who wants to face Alice Young and try and defeat the woman who's defeated everyone to go up to that title.
Absolutely. Alice Young, the two-time women's champion. And predictably, Erwin, she's brought some of her friends with her.
Oh yeah, that's no surprise.
Diane Simmons is there with Alice Young, as is Emma Zander.
Her husband already getting that pinfall victory in that 6-man tag.
Which will help, you know, fellow Enforcer member Brad Mawson. I wonder how Emma Zander feels about that. Her husband getting the victory, but her teammate, her husband's teammate getting the opportunity.
Oh yeah, it may not sit well with them, but no doubt.
Very ambitious couple.
Such a big Enforcer victory here tonight must have inflated their egos somewhat at least. Not that they need inflating.
Well, absolutely, the Enforcers unquestionably know how to get it done. This title has gained so much more significance in the minds of the Enforcers. It's always been significant in the N.E.W, but in the minds of the Enforcers it is now pivotal that it's currently only the title that they hold within their super group. Hence the only real influence they have over the company as a whole. Which is why the US title victory is so important tonight. Brad must have a lot of pressure on that young man's shoulders now to deliver after being gifted a title shot. Cole Albert Clemens is not gifted per shot. Cole Albert Clemens has had to battle every step of the way and has to beat Alice Young tonight just to get her title shot.
Incredible return we saw from eliminating those two that have stood with Alice Young, along with 5 other women, to get this opportunity here. And if she does win here
kick off our
tonight,
main event tonight at N.E.W Turmoil.
if she does win here tonight, that title could very well be slipping from Alice Young's grasp.
Well,
she's got to do this match first.
Alice Young, one of the hottest streaks of any female professional wrestler in the business today. Alice Young and that Tennessee chicken wing have beaten pretty much the best in the business has to offer, ladies and gentlemen, including the lady across from her. A cheap shot there by Young, but the referee didn't see it. Max Shatolka, of course, on a 5-match streak tonight. A very long night for Mike.
He looks at that much, and another cheap shot from Alice Young as the referee trying to break things up. No clean breaks there. And Cole Albert Clemens takes exception to that.
Well, yeah, Tatarack there. Kind of manoeuvre by Clemens. They're going for what looks like, oh my god, what strength for the powerbomb. A huge powerbomb there by Clemens. My god. Big elbow to the back of the head, taking control over the women's champion here. I don't think I've ever seen Alice Young. My god, what a elbow. Actually almost taking off the head of Alice Young. I don't think I've ever seen the women's champion manhandled like this.
And the crowd seem to love that as she drives Alice Young to the outside, but this is where you've got to pay in mind there are 2 other enforcers out there.
Absolutely, this is where that numbers game will come into effect. CAC ain't gonna back down from no fight, but that's a 3-on-1 situation.
And surprisingly, they have kept their...
Well, that's thank God. You know, I was saying that Mike's been on 5-match studio tonight, but thank God it's there, ladies and gentlemen. That's good officiating right there.
Yeah.
Thank God for Mike Shatolka, the unsung official of N.E.W tonight. Alice Young
not really caring if there's a count out here.
Being beaten by CAC. Fighting back with a beating of her own, throwing CAC into that steel barrier. Clemens is in trouble here.
Alice Young has run back in.
Alice Young and the count of 9. It's over into the counter. Alice Young by hook or by crook has won this match, and CAC, whether you like it or not, will not get her title shot against the current champion Angus Young, who you have to admit with just had a game plan and executed it perfectly right here tonight. This is a great victory for the Enforcers.
Absolutely. Unfortunate for me, but yeah, I mean, very good tactic. If you can't beat the big keeper outside, and then win by counter.
Well, whatever you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, it certainly was a thank you, but it was a great victory by Angus Young, and the search for a #1 contender for the Women's Championship will continue. We thank you for joining us on what a terrific turmoil it's been here in Barmy, Birmingham. Good night.